was inspired by what you said about Manny and Simon falling asleep, because I've been meditating and doing practices for over 40 years, and one of the things that always happens is I call it dropping in, falling asleep, spacing out. It's like I've been told, and it's been called many things. But I had a teacher, and I explained this to her, and she said, well, you're just going unconscious in consciousness. And I took that for a while. I said, okay, that's fine. But I guess what I feel like is lately I'm thinking I drop in when things get too intense, or when I get too close to my being and I just can't deal with it. And those are all the different things, the pieces of it. But I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts about it, or, when you said these guys are sleeping, I went, oh, he just thinks they're sleeping. But I feel like it's just the minute that I slow down, my mind sort of starts to get quiet, and all of a sudden I'm gone. And, I come back, and then I'm gone again. So I just wanted to ask you.
Yes. So the highest form of meditation, or the ultimate prayer, is to fall asleep whilst remaining awake.
I've heard you say that.
So when you fall asleep at night, it is falling asleep, isn't it just effortless? You don't do anything to fall asleep. On the contrary, you stop doing.
Right.
You just let go and fall asleep. Just do that, but remain awake.
How do you remain awake? I've heard you say that, and I go, what does that mean, to remain awake?
Well, you let go of your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, your perceptions, your images, your activities, your relationships, but remain awake. You're familiar with a thought coming to an end. Your thoughts are always coming to an end. Yeah? So imagine that you're thinking now in slow motion, so you can put the process under a microscope. You have a thought. It's going in slow motion. You're aware of the thought. You're awake and aware of the thought. Being awake in this context means being aware. Mm-hmm. You're aware of your thought. The thought's going in slow motion. Then the thought comes to an end. You continue to be aware. There's a pause, and then the next thought starts. The thought goes in slow motion. You're aware of the thought. The thought comes to an end. And now just imagine that, and you remain aware in the absence of that thought. And now just imagine that the thought is not replaced for some time by another thought. So there's an interval where there's no thoughts. But you remain aware, just like you do hundreds of times every day in the absence of thoughts, in the space between two thoughts. And then you just let go of your perceptions. You remain aware. Let go of your activities. You remain aware. Let go of your sensations. You remain aware. Let go of your relationships, but you remain aware. You let go of everything. It's like undressing. You take off all the layers of experience. And all that's left is just naked being, naked awareness, all alone. That's the experience of deep sleep.
So, to bring it back, when I drop in, when I'm unconscious, I'm not aware. I'm just out. And so when you say be aware, that's what I want.
So,
but
if I were to ask you now, just be aware of being.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you just be aware of being?
Yeah.
That's it, you're deeply asleep. You think you're awake, you're not. If you're just aware of being, you're deeply asleep now. And you're aware of thoughts and images. So go from the awareness of being to the awareness of thoughts. Keep your eyes closed. Just the awareness of being. You're deeply asleep. Now let thoughts and images arise. So you're aware of being plus you're aware of thoughts and images. You're now in what's called the dream state. You're dreaming. Now open your eyes. You're still aware of being, but you're aware of thoughts and images and also sensations and perceptions. You're now in the waking state. But you, awareness, remained the same throughout. You didn't pass from the waking state into a dream state, and from a dream state into deep sleep, and then from deep sleep into a waking dreaming state, and then from the dream state into... Your awareness just remained where you always are. In the waking state, there are perceptions, sensations, thoughts, and images. In the dream state, there are just thoughts and images. In deep sleep, there's just the awareness of being. Then there's the awareness of thoughts and images. You're in the so-called dream state without ever actually ceasing to be yourself. And then perceptions and sensations are added. We call that the waking state. But actually, you, awareness, never pass through any states. The states are always states of mind, never states of awareness or consciousness. Or just remain as awareness.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.